Aquaba, GuiltyBeatz, Mr. Easy, and Papi could do a little bit of him in there. It's a Monday. Told you guys earlier on that we're gonna bring the king in the building. I think it's just right we tell him Aquaba. His own song. Better Aquaba.
Yeah, that means that's it.
On Tumun Kitchen, yeah, so Aquaba is Yenya. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like, yeah. In Ghana, that's what we say. We say Yenya.
Especially, don't worry.
No, but now you're like a big bugger, like the latest bugger in town. So,
no.
Charlie, how have you been, man?
Charlie, I've been good.
Last time we sat to talk like this was somewhere around last year, November-ish.
Yeah,
long time ago.
You know?
And it's good and refreshing to know that within that short frame, that span of time, a lot has happened.
Yeah.
Which of course we're going to talk about today. But how is the music doing?
It's been good.
It's been good, right?
Yeah, it's been good.
Last place you performed?
Last place I performed, last place we did some UN program like 4 days, like last week. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, that's the last place I performed. Yeah.
Wow, UN. Yo, Guilty. I know you. A lot of our listeners know you as well, but then for the sake of the ones who are quite new, the ones who basically maybe heard about you during the Lion King era, let's backdate things a little bit. Who is GuiltyBeatz? Where did you grow up in Ghana? People are still finding it hard to believe that you are from Ghana out here.
Yeah, some people think I'm Nigerian. I'm Ghanaian.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Ghana, I was born in Italy. But I grew up in Ghana. In Tema Community 5.
Tema Community 5.
Yeah, Community 5, Community 1. Yeah.
What kind of childhood did you have, growing up? The wild type, the schoolboy, the quiet, the church type?
It was a mixture,
A mixture of all that.
I was quiet, but I used to roam a lot.
Roaming ambassador.
Yeah. Community 5, I'll be everywhere, Community 1, I'll be everywhere. So I had it was fun though. I didn't have struggling.
Was music a thing for you growing up? Did you ever picture getting into music full time like you do now?
Full time, no. But it's always been a dream.
It's always been
since I was 12. 12. I really wanted to do music.
But when did it manifest for you? Physical, in the beginning or your spiritual kakra.
Yeah.
When did you see yourself really doing what you do now?
When I was 2010.
2010.
Yeah.
That's about what, 9 years ago?
Yeah.
8 years ago. How did it start for you?
So I was employed in 2010 by Steve. He's from London.
Okay.
He opened a studio in Community 18. Then my friend T Factor, he sent him a couple of my beats, and he was like, "Nah, this guy's the future." Then he employed me to work with him, and that's when I started meeting Sarkodie, started meeting R2Bs, started meeting D Crime, Stage J. At that time, 2010, they were hot. So,
do you remember the first artist you ever worked with? A-list artist you ever worked with?
Chase was my first single. When I first heard my song on, I think it was YFM, I was like,
Which song was that?
Tell Me Your Name. Tell Me Your Name.
Yeah. I remember that one. How was the recording process like? Were you tensed, starstruck?
No. I wasn't. Cause let me see. I was still figuring out people. I didn't know who was. But later I was told that Chase. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so it was great. We just started recording from scratch. I played the piano, and then Steve did the drums.
The drums on there.
Yeah, then Chase recorded right then.
How did you learn all these instruments you play? I've entered studios. You see these ones we have here.
Yeah.
The mixers or mixers. That's the right name, right? Console.
Yeah.
How did you learn yours? Did you just start learning when you were employed in the studio?
Yeah. I started learning everything in the studio.
In the studio?
Yeah, I was taught on the go. I was taught to produce on the spot.
On the spot?
Yeah, not wait when you have ideas. No, just do it right there.
Was that period a challenging period for you?
Yeah, because I was learning how to play the piano at the same time. I was learning how to, because I was using FL, Fruity Loops.
I don't know which one that is. It's sound people language, right?
Yes. Fruity Loops. No, everyone knows. Most producers.
Honestly, it sounds like a cocktail. No, I understand me. Bequest. Hey, say something for me. It sounds like a cocktail, Fruity Loops.
The only thing I will say is that it sounds like a cereal.
You see?
But everybody and their mother knows.
No, I don't even know why I invited you into this, because you're also a tech person. It's not my thing. Anyways, what would you describe back then as your biggest challenge? apart from learning how to play and all that?
Being recognized was like one of my biggest like challenge, and also I was, every producer goes through that struggle of like artists coming around and like trying to use them for like stuff and not like paying. That's like one of my
biggest challenges.
Challenges back then.
Wow. And then you moved on from just producing music to making your own music and DJing.
Yeah.
Which of them should we tackle first? Making your own music or DJing?
Making my own music.
Let's talk about that. Who inspired you to get into that? Or what inspired you?
I think it's just growth. Yeah. 'Cause I was producing for people a lot, and I was like, okay, I think it's time I release my own music, and I realized like producing for people wasn't, at that time, it wasn't really moving for me until I released my own song.
Which was?
Kwaba. That was the song that actually put me out there, because I was doing it for myself. I think I have been going through something at that time, and I was like, nah, I need to focus on myself, and I produced that. I did it in my room.
Wow.
Yeah.
In Ghana?
Yeah.
Wow. So you did it in your room, and then the first...
I made the beat, produced, mixed, everything was done in my room.
When did you realize the song was big? Or had it become big?
Okay, the first time we released the short clip, the animation, the reaction that I got, that's when I was like, whoa.
With the dance, right?
Yeah, with the dance.
Who came up with the dance though? Which of you guys, Because there's Patapa in there, there's Papi, there's Mr. Easy.
It was easy. If you watch Pour Me Water,
okay,
you see him doing the dance in there.
Oh, okay. So he basically
towards the end of the video, you see
sold the dance to you guys, and then you guys mastered it.
It's like, I have a dance, but we need a song.
We need a song.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So I think that's where the inspiration actually came from for the entire thing. Yeah. And so the dance was Pilolo, and the title of the song was Pilolo as well.
For Pilolo?
Yeah.
No, Pilolo is it's a different. Pilolo is a game.
Yeah, it's a game.
Dance as well.
It's a dance as well.
That one was created by Incredible Ziggy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a dancer in Ghana.
Let's talk about you and Mr. Easy. Do you remember the first time you guys linked up, like met?
The first time we met, we did Sample You, but then we were talking before, like we're worried, like we're in contact.
And so when you guys worked on that project, I remember I would like to sample you. I think Miss Austin has this. We're gonna get into that. Did you ever see you guys working till this moment?
No, from then on I knew like, yeah, I'm gonna be working with him for a long time, and I believed like he was dope.
Wow.
Yeah, he's still dope. Yeah, he's still crazy.
And so you guys met from that spot, and then things changed for you. From that point on now, I think this sounds quite dumb, according to the Shade Dictionary. But has it been a fun ride working with Mr. Easy?
Yeah, it's been not entirely. Obviously, there's ups and downs. Yeah, but it's been fun. I've actually learned a lot. Like
you learned a lot from him.
Being around stage.
All right. So after you released, Big Quest has a question.
Yeah. So I remember like there was a time when Akwaba was like released and hot, right?
Yeah.
There was a promise on Twitter made that if it got to 1 million plays on, I think it was. Right? That there was a car involved.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I have it. The car is there.
So where's the pictures at, bro?
I don't really post on social media.
Who had the car?
No, Mr. Easy said if Akwaba gets to 1 million plays on what's the other one?
Isn't it YouTube?
On Spotify.
Yeah.
Spotify. Right? My man Gil.
Yeah.
Would get a car.
Yeah.
Right?
I think the car is parked somewhere in London.
I feel like
it's in London, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's in London.
Yeah. So you're getting
I don't like
right.
posting. I don't really show off. Like if I start showing off. Yeah.
All I'm saying is, I helped get that thing to 1 million.
Exactly.
Right?
Mine was in there as well.
I need at least 2 rights.
Yeah.
You can't just take the car and it's like I can't even see it.
Because you're a Londoner, all right? It's sorted. Anytime you get to London, I think you're sorted.
Yeah.
No problem.
Guilty's a man of his words.
I feel like I'm calling me like, yeah, bro. So listen.
Do you remember that conversation on radio?
Adventure? No.
I like that. Anyway, so let's move on. In your journey as a DJ and a producer as well as an artist yourself, what has been your highest moments? Of course, I have what I feel is your highest moments, but then like from you, What has been your highest moments?
It's two. So one is being at Coachella, and also like working on the Lion King album. Those are like my two top.
Jane wants to know when you started DJing.
When last year? Yeah.
Why do I feel like I know the event you started with? It's a Kim Promises event?
Kim Promise? No.
Promised Land? You had DJed before that?
I did it before. I've done like O2. I've done like a lot. Yeah.
Whoa. And so at Chevenbed actually lied. No, I don't know if it's called lying, but apparently at a point, Mr. Easy's DJ didn't show up at one of the events, and you're like, oh, I could do it. And then you tried, and it worked.
No, I don't know. What event is that?
I don't know. Since you are here, you tell us. Nah?
I don't remember. I don't know.
It wasn't anything like that?
No, it was a process.
It was a process?
Yeah.
It's something you actually wanted to do?
Yeah, actually.
And then you did it?
Yeah, I did it.
Great. Since the Coachella was before... No, which came first? Working on the album or the Coachella?
Coachella came first.
Coachella came first. Let's talk about that. When the email came, when you guys had word that you were going on that stage, how was it feeling like?
And I knew, because Easy told me, but I was like, I'm actually really going to Coachella. And I was like, bro. But when I got there, the feeling was huge, because you see the whole crowd. I'm like, wait, this is actually Coachella that we've been dreaming of.
From Tema to...
And it's fun. It's like a huge park. Like,
how long did you play?
We played for, I think, 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow. What kind of preparation went into that spectacular, sets? Because I watched it online.
Yeah.
I was part of the people who actually watched it live.
Yeah.
What kind of preparations went into that? How many days did it take you guys to prepare?
We probably for like a month.
For a month?
We were rehearsing, but the day we got to LA, it was morning to night rehearsals.
Wow.
Like a whole week. Every day, morning to night.
And then after you killed it, what was the response like? People around you,
people were happy for me.
Because I think I remember. I don't really know his name, but you linked up with a DJ there, another big DJ. I think it was on your Instagram.
Diplo?
No, you had met Diplo before.
Yeah, I met during that time. Yeah.
I'm just gonna find a name, but that was a good one. You guys did a good thing for, of course, Ghana and Nigeria. I think you were the only Ghanaian on the bill.
I mean, yeah.
always, man. Charlie. Kudos on that. Now let's move on to the very big one, the Lion King album, Beyonce.
Yeah.
You producing so many songs on there.
Yeah, bro.
Representing Ghana, of course, having the entire Ghana talk about you and that. How did all that start, man, Charlie? Like, it's still a fairy tale for all of us. People are listening. They want to find out. What was the genesis for all this? did you meet her at an event?
No.
I don't know. Yeah,
So,
Miss Austin wants to know how she smells like. You met Beyonce, man.
Yeah, so it started from, I was contacted pretty much that they want me to work on the album.
Wow.
But then they didn't want the world to know. They're like, okay, it's a surprise for everybody. So
non-disclosure.
So we kept it low key. So
great. Let's be extra honest on here.
Yeah.
When the email or call came, obviously they would say it's you are going to work on the Beyonce project, right? Did you ever have doubts? Did you at any point think it's a scam? Because Charlie Boys did. Boys go cook something, give you make your mind bust.
I did research because it came from like a legit source. So I actually did a research.
And so they shot you an email.
Yeah.
How many days did it take you to reply?
I replied. I saw it the next day. I saw it, but I was like, wait. But then I replied like the next morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you remember the reply you gave them?
I think it was yes. I don't remember. It was a long. It was.
Mine would be yes, please.
I'm in. Hey, let's do it. Can I come now? Can I show up now?
I'm free now.
And so, in the process, I think a lot of people did produce on the album as well. There are a few guys from South Africa as well. You had the opportunity of meeting Beyonce 101.
Yeah,
right?
I met her. Actually, I met her in the studio whilst I was working.
So wait, she walked into the studio.
Yeah, she walked into the studio.
How was
she
it
gave me a
feeling like?
hug. She was like, she was like, thank you for coming.
Wow.
Here to work on the songs. And I was like, thank you for having me. You know.
How is she? How is her?
I didn't
how is
actually.
the
I
vibe
didn't know
like?
she was coming because a guy came to tell me, someone wants to see you.
Oh, did they
Like
do
2 seconds
surprises?
later, you just open the doors, Beyonce. I froze. Like,
Were you weak for a moment, bro?
I was, bro. You have no idea.
No, this is actually
Clean.
It's giving me goosebumps, honestly. And so she came and then spoke to you, and then you were like, okay, well, this is really happening.
Bro.
And
I was like,
at that point, had you done any of the works yet?
that was the first day I got there.
That was the first day on the job.
Yeah, I was there for
So
like 5 days.
they flew you in to go work in your studio.
Yeah.
How many songs did you produce?
3.
3.
I worked, so it's basically everyone is like co-production here and there, yeah, but I did 3 like co-productions on it. Yeah.
Wow. And then after, so how was the process like? So you produce, you do the work, and then they come and test, or they come and listen and tell you if it's good or bad, or what? Or they just picked it all?
They just picked it for me. They just picked everything that I did.
Oh, wow. The humble brag.
For me,
They took everything I made. I can't speak for anybody
you
else.
didn't say a word about that. Wow. And then you guys recorded that, but then how challenging was the non-disclosure part of your deal? Because you're from Ghana. We all know how big Beyonce is out here, and you kept quiet for how long?
I don't know how long. Like, was it a month?
A month.
2 months, yeah, I think tops, yeah.
And then when the work was done and the news broke, who was the first person that called you? Do you remember? Like from out here?
Nah, I don't.
You don't remember? But I know there were a lot of calls coming your way.
Yeah, like different, like, because I don't even know how they go. People got my number, end of story. But
Yeah,
it's
sorry.
just like,
I'm sorry, but I think I gave
No, I
your
have
number
to
to
apologize. I have to apologize. That was me. I called you.
yeah, I gave out his number to a few people as well. No, because I did not know. Honestly, I didn't know it had
It
happened.
came out of nowhere.
No, because the last time I saw the guy was in New York. They were actually there while I was also there. And then I came down, and people just call me and tell me, oh, a guilty number. I'm like, yeah, Mr. Easy did. Yeah. And I'm a Diama. On Twitter, Charlie, DM me a guilty number. Then I send.
okay.
So then I just go and I go text them, say, Charlie, somebody asked for your number. I did not know. I would have called you myself, bro. Like, I would have called you first. Anyway, so
Even the time I won the VGMA,
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
And they all like, did a toast for me, and they were
Wow.
like, congrats. 'Cause-
So you were in the studio?
Yeah, I was working when the news broke out.
Wow.
Yeah, and they like did a toast with Beyonce, everybody, the whole team. Yeah, it was crazy.
You have videos of that?
No, you're not allowed to. Yeah, you're very
Not allowed
like
to have
private.
videos.
It's like
Yeah,
you was a
it's
busy time, right?
private.
Yeah,
Like, everything's private.
you can't really recall, but I'm sure. So you worked on Already, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to talk about that in a bit, but let's just check the song out once again. It's Already by Shatta Wale and Beyonce off the Lion King album, produced by yours truly, GuiltyBeatz. He's right here with us in the building. I'm going to take a few questions from our listeners as well. Of course, on